In today's video, I will be reviewing how to install Ubuntu version 25.04 on a Raspberry Pi 4. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to the tutorials page on Ubuntu's website, and it'll give you an overview of what's required on the first step. But you just need to go straight to the second step and then download the image, whether it's Windows, Mac OS, or Debian for another version of Ubuntu if you are using an Ubuntu uh, machine. But you're more than likely using either Windows or Mac OS. So just go and install the Windows one, and I'll show you exactly how that works. Here you will see Imager 1.8.5 that I downloaded, and then it'll also show you how it's installed on this page and how to install Ubuntu. But in case you're wondering, I'm going to show you how to do that next. So once you have the application downloaded and installed, all you need to do is press the start button and then search for Raspberry, RASP, and then it'll should show up right there in the search results. Now that I have the application launched, it's very easy for you to figure out what you want to do. You would just click on choose this device, right? So you'd figure out which device you want to install Ubuntu on. I clicked on a Raspberry Pi 4, click your model accordingly, and then you would choose the OS. So right here you have the Raspberry OS, right? I just prefer going to other operating systems, right? And then clicking on Ubuntu. And then from there, I just clicked on Desktop OS, and then just click on this, and then you'd be able to choose your storage device. And then you'll see that there's a mounted device. You can click on this device, and then you can click on next, all existing data, and then click yes. And then from there, it'll start writing the drive. And then once you're done, you'll just be able to click on continue, and you're all good to go. So now, once you plug in the SD card into your Raspberry Pi, you'll see this rainbow colored screen pop up, and this means that it's booting up. And then it'll go into a more interesting screen here in just a second. And you'll notice on your Raspberry Pi that you'll see a red light blinking, and this is a good sign. It just means it's reading the SD card. My screen is going to be a little bit warped because I have it connected to an ultra wide and then it's going through a capture card. So bear that in mind. I also have a keyboard and mouse connected to my Raspberry Pi. You can even use a wireless keyboard and mouse, with a dongle, and that would work just fine as well. And it usually takes a while because it is reading from an SD card, so you got to give it a bit of time. Then eventually, and now you are on a welcome screen, and then from here, you can go and type in English, select English as your main language, click next, and then from here, click next. But if you do, you can just click on here. should work. There we go. So once you have connected to your Wi-Fi, you can click on the next and then select your time zone. I'll just stick with this one. And then you can type in your name. And then for right now, I'm just going to skip the well, I guess it wants me to have a password. And you can make it a simple password since you're doing this for test purposes. But if you are using this as a machine that you're going to be using day to day, I would recommend making sure you follow the password compliance. This is just a test machine that I'll be blowing away, so you don't need to make it complicated if it's a test machine. And then from here, it'll download additional language packs. There we go. And then you're all good to go. You can start using Ubuntu. Still loading. It is slow. It's not the fastest, most performant device, but when you're just experimenting around, or if you're broke and you're just trying to do a basic home lab on the cheap, this is a great way of doing it. And now you have a full Ubuntu environment, Ubuntu 25.04. And then from here, you can just go through the next. And then I always say no because you don't need my data. Um, and then next and finish. Woohoo! And that concludes the Ubuntu 25.04 setup for Raspberry Pi 4. I hope you have a wonderful day.